Yo, what's up YouTube? And I'm back with another video. And look, I got another story time for y'all boys, man. And look, this story is about the time I started a whole gang war in middle school, bro. And look, these are not fake stories, bro. Like, I'm not telling no fake stories. Like, every single story on my page is real, bro. I seen this shit with my own eyes. So without further ado, not gonna waste too much time. Let's get straight to the story, man. So before I get into the actual story, we gotta introduce some of the characters, man. So first off, we gonna start off with my boy T, man. We gonna name him T. And me and T, he was my best friend in grade 6. Like, me and T was locked in. But something about T is that he gets mad very, very easily about the littlest things, bro. Keep that in mind. It's gonna be very important later in the story. He gets mad over the littlest things. The next person I'm gonna introduce is a guy named Jay. All right, we're gonna name him Jay, and he was 2 years older than me and T. All right, he was 2 years older than me and T, and his friend Z. We're gonna name him Z. So Jay and Z, they was in the same class, all right? They're both 2 years older than us. And then the last character I'm going to introduce is a guy named C. He was in the same grade as me and T. All right, now y'all kind of know who the people are in the story. Let's get to it. All right, and so look, this happens all in one day, by the way, bro. Like, this is crazy. So look, me and T, we just cooling, bro. We have recess right now. We just talking, catching up and shit, talking about whatever the fuck middle school me was into back then. All right. Now, T came to me. He was like, "Yo, I got a problem with C, bro. I don't really fuck with C." Now, this is news to me because everybody in my class was cool with each other. All right. Everyone in my class fucked with each other. Like, this is middle school. Everyone's friends with everyone, all right? So I was like, yo, like, why don't you like T? Like, he cool people. I meant to say C, but I'm pretty sure I caught that. But basically, T was telling me that he doesn't fuck with C. And I asked him, I'm like, yo, why don't you fuck with C? So T tells me, he's like, the reason I don't fuck with C is because he keeps going behind my back talking to girls about me. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's called pillow talking, bro. And pillow talking is lame as fuck, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all know what that is, it's basically where you talk shit about people you know to girls to like up your like standing with them and shit. Like, it's lame as fuck. So basically, C kept doing this to T, and T wasn't fucking with it. So boom, the bell ends up ringing, right? So we're all walking back to the door to go back into the school. So basically, I finished up the conversation with T. I'm like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll talk to C. Tell him to chill out and shit like that on some cool shit. Boom. C. We end up actually seeing C walking back while we're walking to the door to get inside the school as well. So I tell T, yo, push up. I'm gonna catch up with you. I'm gonna talk to C real quick. I'm gonna see what's going on. So he's like, all right, bet, cool. So boom. I walk up to C, right? But C, look, C's not by himself. He's with two other girls. Boom. C sees me walk away from T, right? He sees that me and T was walking together. So when I walk up to C, I'm like, yo, what's good, C? He's like, yo, what's good? But yo, why you still hanging out with T? You know he's a fucking loser, right? I'm like, yo, C. I'm like, yo, C, chill, bro. So I'm not gonna lie, I do some snake shit, and I start talking shit about T as well, bro. Like, me and C just going back and forth, making the girls laugh. Like, I'm doing some lame like shit right now, but it's like, it's middle school, bro. Cut me some slack. So me and C are just making fun of T to make the girls laugh, right? We doing this shit for like 5 minutes straight while we're walking into the building. So as me and C and the two girls get inside the building, T was waiting for me to you feel me? Like, he was waiting for me inside the building. So C just starts laughing at this dude. He's laughing. He's like, yo, bro, are you gay? Like, why are you waiting for another man to walk you to class? So boom, the two girls are laughing, C's laughing, and I'm trying not to laugh, like, you feel me? But I'm like smirking and shit. Like, it's funny, you feel me? Like, this dude really waited for me to walk up to class. But as I said earlier, I told y'all T has anger issues. Like, he gets mad over the littlest things. So he popped off on C. He's like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? Like, he starts, you know what I'm saying? He gets in his face and shit. So T and C just are in each other's faces going back and forth. You feel me? And then a teacher ends up overhearing it. And then she walks into like the front of the, because we're in like in the front of the building. And she walks in and she's like, yo, get to class right now or y'all gonna get in trouble. So boom, the teacher turns around because she's gonna walk us to our class, right? But what C does is he quickly steps on T's shoes, right? He steps on his shoes and then quickly moves him like beside the teacher. So like, if T does anything, he's gonna get in trouble because it's gonna look like he punched her for no reason, right? So T was furious. You know what I'm saying? He was furious because these were new shoes too, right? These were new shoes. His parents like spent their hard-earned money to get him some new kicks. So he was very heated about this, right? So me and T get back to class, bro. Boom, we in class, and my wheels are in my head are turning. I've never seen a fight in person at this moment in my life, right? I always heard about other schools getting into fights, and I seen the videos. I'm like, yo, I always want to see this shit, but I never did. So I'm like, yo, this is a perfect opportunity for T to get into a fight that I get to see in person. So I start gassing up T's head. I'm like, yo, you should beat the fuck out of C for what he did to you, man. Like, I'm saying all this shit, man. If that was me, I would never let that happen, bro. I would never walk away knowing a man just violated me in front of two girls, bro. Like, I'm talking super crazy. I'm like, yo, you can't let this slide, bro. So at first T was getting mad at me. He's like, man, shut the fuck up, man. And I'm like, yo, what's all this anger towards me, bro? I'm your friend. You should have this anger towards C. He's the one who did this to you. He's like, man, you know what? You're right, bro. So look, he pulls out his phone and he texts J and Z. All right, I introduced you to them earlier at the beginning of the video. As I said, they're 2 years older than us, so they're bigger, they're stronger. You already know all the good shit. So boom, he texts them. He's like, yo, I need help in beating someone up. You know what I'm saying? They text him back. They're like, he's like, we there. So J and Z are down in helping T hurt Z. All right. Now look, this is where shit gets interesting. I see T on his phone, right? He's texting furiously. Like he texting mad fast. You feel me? Texting hella fast. Boom. He puts his phone in his pocket. He taps me on the shoulder. He's like, let's go to the washroom. I'm like, what? He's like, let's go to the washroom. Something's about to go down. I'm like, I bet, I'm there. So when we raise our hands, we ask to go to the washroom. The teacher's on dick at first talking about, yo, you gotta wait for him to come back. So I'm like, yo, teacher, I'm about to piss on the floor, bro. He's like, all right, you can go. So boom, me and T are walking in the halls, and we see J and Z. All right, we meet up with J and Z, and they tell us, they're like, yo, go in the washroom. So boom, we walk into the washroom, and they're like, all right, here's how it's gonna work out. So Jay is the one who's leading this whole thing. He's like, both of you guys, he says, me and T are gonna go into the stall, all right? There's 3 stalls in this washroom. So me and T are in 2 of the stalls, all right? I'm in the stall, T's in the stall, and then Jay is in a stall. So all 3 of the stalls are gonna be fake being used. And then Z is gonna be on the urinal. How do you say that shit? Urinal? I bet he on the urinal. So his back is facing away from C, so we can't see his face. So look, Jay told me to text C because, as I said before, I was cool with C, bro. I was cool with everyone, so I had C's number. So I tell C, yo, come to the washroom real quick. I gotta tell you something. So boom, like 3 minutes go past, 5 minutes go past, 10 minutes go past, and we hear footsteps walking down the hall. So look, C walks into the washroom, right? And as I said before, Z's fake pissing, right? So he doesn't see his face. So C's walking deeper and deeper into the washroom, so he's like away from the door. So he can't just run out immediately if something goes wrong, right? So he's deep in the washroom, and then Z turns around. He's like, come here. Look, so Z has him up against the stall, right? He has him against the stall. He's like, what the fuck? So boom, we kicked down the stall doors because we were hiding in the stalls. We kicked that shit down like we Power Rangers, and we all filing out, all right? One by one, boom. T's like, yo, like, you keep talking shit, you stepped on my shoes, you gotta pay for what you did. C's like, yo, chill, bro, chill. So look, Z's holding him by himself at first, right? Jay holds him as well. So look, Z is holding him with Jay. So C's arms, he can't, it's a struggle. He can't, you feel me? He can't move his arms because Z and Jay's holding him. So T's doing his little, I don't know, he's doing his little speech, bro. I don't know if he practiced it during class, but he's doing his little speech. He's like, man, like, you always talking shit. You always doing this, that. He's talking for like 2 minutes. I'm like, damn, like, shut the fuck up and get to it. You feel me? he just stops the villain speech and just punches him in the stomach. Boom, in the chest. Like, he looking like C is looking like a puncher bag right now. T's is going off on his chest. Boom, 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 boom. You feel me? Just hit him straight in the stomach. I ain't gonna lie, C is crying, bro. Keep in mind, we're all kids. Like, you feel me? Bro is crying. He like, yo, please stop. Boom, punching him. Boom, 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 boom in the chest. Boom. T gets one final punch to the gut. C falls to the floor. He crying and shit. Boom. We all walk out the washroom. So boom. Me and T, we walking back to class. Jay and Z, they walking back to class. On the way back to class, what's his name? T, he ends up making a group chat. We're all just me, Jay, and Z, and T. We all in that bitch. We all just talking. Yo, that nigga a bitch. Yo, he was crying. Like, we going crazy in the chat, right? So look, me and T, we back in class. Jay and Z, they back in class. With the group chat, we not talking no more. We doing tests. We in class right now. We studying. You feel me? Me and T's phone start going off. Bing, 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 bing. Like, we like, what the fuck? Who texting us? We look at the chat. It's Z. Yo, they gonna kill me. They gonna kill me, bro. Yo, they gonna kill me. We're like, yo, Z, like, what's good? We texting him, yo, you good? He like, no, I'm not fucking okay. You didn't tell me C's older brother was a gang member. He's blowing up my phone. All of our hearts drop. Me and T's hearts dropped to our fucking ass, bro. We did not know bro had connections, bro. We thought you feel me? I got a message from C. Bro, me and T look at each other. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, there is tears forming in my eyes, bro. I get a new message from C. Boom. I open up the message. It says, you fucked up. Bro, I literally look at T and I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta fix this. Z then sends a screenshot to the group chat, right? And the message said, after school, you're gonna deal with my brothers. So C's brothers pulled up to the school, bro. All right. So boom, class ends, like, school's over, right? Me, T, J, and Z, we all go to the teachers. Like, we go to the principal. We're like, yo, like, there's people at the school. We don't know who they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to scare away the C's entourage with having teachers come outside and shit. So boom, there's like only like 3 male teachers, right? The rest of the faculty is all females. Boom, the 3 males, they step outside. Yo, C was mad deep, bro. I'm talking about like 15 people. These are all part of C's group and shit. So it's like 15 people, and there's 3 male faculty members and us. We're standing behind them because we scared as fuck. So boom, all 15 of them are like walking out. They're walking to because like we're at like when school ends, we're like in a fence, right? We're like boxing the fence, and we have to stay there till our parents pick us up and shit. So there's like a bunch of kids there, so everyone's just watching these 15 people like we don't know walking up to the fence and shit. So 3 teachers who we told about the situation, they walk up, they're like, yo, you guys can't do this, y'all gotta go. And then C's brother just punches the dude in the face. Like, this straight up punches the dude in the face, and they fucking beat the shit out of these 3 faculty members, bro. All 15 of them start jumping on them, bro. The teacher's like, ah! Like, they getting beat the fuck up, bro. These teachers getting beat the fuck up, bro. So me, I ain't gonna lie, me and my whole group, we fucking panicking, bro, because we thought teachers were invincible. We thought just their presence alone was gonna get them to chill out, but they got beat the fuck up, bro. So look, me, Jay, Z, and T, we run for it, bro. 15 of them chasing us. 15 of them are chasing us, bro. Real story, bro. Stop playing, bro. We running for our lives. 15 of them on our backs, bro. Boom, boom, boom. We're checking it, bro. We trekking it, bro. Bro, we running. Boom, boom. We running. So all 50 of them are chased us. Boom. We run down the street, right? We're running down the street. I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking for a police station because I'm gonna run inside. I'm looking for a police station to run into it. At this moment in my life, 15 of these guys are chasing us. I'm looking for a police station. Boom, I can't find shit, bro. We running. I ain't gonna lie, Z's kind of a big dude, bro. He kind of fat. Dude trips. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't look back. But all I heard was, wait, help! Bro, I'm gone. I don't look back at all, bro. And then all 15 of them are just jumping this one dude, bro. So I'm in the clear, bro. I'm gone. Bro, I'm tears in my eyes. I'm running down the street, fam. Damn. But yeah, I ended up getting away. Bro, told my parents, transferred schools, all that shit, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, real fucking story, bro. Yo, shout out Z. Like, I don't even know if bro alive, bro. I don't know if bro alive. Like, yeah, I'm gonna end the video right there, man. Like, bro, if y'all think this shit fake, bro, I promise you this shit is real, bro. I don't fake my stories, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro, life just be crazy for some individuals, bro. Real life fucking story. But look, man, I'm gonna end the video right there. Appreciate the love and support, bro. I'm trying to go crazy. I'm trying to grow. So like, comment, and subscribe, man. Come on, get your boy to blow up. Definitely got some plans for the future. I finna be dipping into some music, bro. I'm gonna get more into it when I create the account and shit, though. But I'm gonna be dipping into some music. So prepare to see some music on my page and shit. I'll make a new page. Y'all fuck with it. Drop some music. I'm gonna get lit. All that shit, bro. It's gonna be lit. But yeah, other than that, though, I'm gone. Appreciate the love and support. Bye.
I'm now at the end of the games, been handing about every trap. Vivi, baby, J, try to push, but whole nigga run, I get down, I be really the flex. The whole bronze K, niggas know how we get, I be trap, niggas know how we throwing the fit. City bike with the G, got the cops on the eyes, I flip on the creek, gotta stick to the script. They know how we get mad with the cap, no beats with the border shit making me fat. The creeps just rap, every time niggas diss, niggas never respond with a bark in the stack. Red that he paint, what the fuck would he play with his Z, know the rules, no DC I had. Post they came, JB trap game, woke with a bunch of chops to the left. Yeah, I talk, cause I really get active, I really put on this shit deep in the rap. Look at the history, look at the facts. Look at the trolling, look at the pack. Every time niggas post about 5, 9 time fly, then all the time niggas turn to a pack. Every time niggas post about 5, 9 time fly, then all the time niggas turn to a pack. If we can't get the pack, then we double it back. Niggas know how we get on the max, so they down in the hot. Niggas gotta move tack. If you think I'ma go off and miss you smack. 48 in the beat, I be thought I said back.